What if I told you that for just $15, you could get a drawing table that works as an easel and a desk? Instead of spending hundreds of dollars on expensive art furniture, I built this adjustable drawing table myself, and here is how it turned out. Built all of this wood from a sawmill so that I can just come to my studio to couple them up. I don't have some of the machines to drill or make some of this wood or cut the wood to the desired shape and sizes that I need. So I've done this from a sawmill, and I'll be showing you process of coupling it together, and you see how functional the table can be for my artworks and process videos. So watch this video to the end to see how I make this. So the very first step is to couple the legs first. So these are the woods I'll use to couple the legs together. This is the one that will stand down. This one will go into this, and would have another one at the top. So I'll join them together to form the two legs of the table. So stay tuned. So yeah, I'm joining the legs together. I fit in the legs into the bottom one. I'm trying to measure if it's sitting at the center before nailing it together. So I fixed the one at the top too, and I hit the nail to make sure they join and they are firm. Also, I need to check the two legs to see if they align, then put the middle part of the legs. Now we are trying to measure the legs and put it on the table. I need to make sure it's at the center of the table before putting our hinges. So we are going to screw hinges on just one side. That's the first hinges that I'm screwing. I'm screwing the second one too. This is what makes the table open up on one side. So you can see it can open. Now I'm trying to fix the cabinet hinges. That's what makes the part where we have our brush and water to bend to the back. So if in case I'm not painting, I just want to draw with a table, I can always bend that part if I don't want it to show. Also, I fixed the parts where we would use to raise the legs, where we used to raise the table at several levels. I'm also trying to fix the second one now. It's a bit tricky, but I got to figure it out. In the process, some part of it got broken. I'll fix that. So now I'm trying to fix the what I'll use to raise the table at different level. So we fixed that, and also join it with the hinges, the normal hinges. I'll screw the hinges to it. So I realized that I screwed my table the wrong way, so I changed it here, and I'm trying to fix the one with the one that raised the table up. So it's always directly opposite the first hinges, and we scroll it down at that point. So here's our table at different level, and we can also move that back. So I'm like 90% done with this table now, and this is I still have to cover the surface with a white kind of formica material, and I'll probably paint the legs too and every other thing. So this is the functionality. Also, I need to cover this part underneath because this is where our brushes are going to be sitting. This is a space for our water to wash brushes, or probably linseed oil or fuel to always clean my brushes while painting. So there are some functionalities here, like I can always put this back and I can always bring it up back. So, and then I can always raise this up like this in case I want to record my work and I want my face to show while I'm documenting my process, or probably if I'm on live stream and I want you guys to see my face. Let me fix this properly so you can see that it can stand on its own. So this is it standing straight. We can have it in different level also. I can adjust that too. Whichever level you want it to stay, it can always be at that angle. And if you want it flat, I can always make it flat. Also, I had to fix a wood in between the legs to make it firm and stable so that the legs doesn't shake. I discovered that the legs of my tables are shaking, and that's because of the way I made this O for the legs. So I went to the sawmill to get some sawdust. I'll mix them with glue, that's gum, and use it to fill up those parts so that it can give the leg a little bit of more support. It's really not affecting my table, but I just feel like I should put that support so that it makes it much more firm. Alright. So about fixing the shaky legs. Um, these are one of the things I never prepared for in the project. Like I never expected, or I got to learn from the process. So next time I want to do something like this, I'd not use this process to fit in the legs. I'll just use. So there are some dents on this my plywood that I'm using for my table. So I'd mix some kind of filler to cover those dents before I cover it with my formica material on the surface. So that's the next process I'll be doing now. So now we are done filling the holes. I'm about to gum the formica with my glue, and also I'm gumming the formica at the edges too. There's a part I did not show. I fixed a little bit wood, a little bit tiny wood underneath to act as a support for my drawings whenever I place my canvas on the table, in case I want to use it as an easel. In between the projects, I decided to fix my artworks to the wall, and this is it. I just painted my studio, so I'm trying to replace my paintings and have my wall of lights back with my artworks. So right here, I'm painting the table. I painted the legs black and I painted the back of the table white, and I really love how it turned out. So beautiful. I'm so happy doing this project. I learned a lot from the process, and I'm a kind of person that's really enjoy creating something and seeing how it turns out. It gives me joy. So after that, I decided to fix the back of the brushes. I screwed two woods by the side, and I'm putting a plywood at the back. Also, I cut some plywood to fix at the remaining two openings, the top and the bottom side. And here I am cutting the plywood. I cut it to the exact measurement that I need, and I screw them to the wood that are already at the sides. So would you like to try out something like this for yourself in your studio? I just like the fact that I can always use it as a table and also as an easel. Now I'm covering the back with a sticker, a white sticker, so that it can cover any little hole that is remaining and also makes the back beautiful. I'm replacing the water and brushes section. I removed it to fix the formica at the edge of that side before, and also to fix the brush part. But one of the challenge that I noticed is this cannot move back properly like it used to do before. And here is the final review of the table. I hope you like it. Would you like to try something like this for your art studio? What do you think about the table? Let me know in the comment section. And if you are joining for the very first time, I'm an artist. I make tutorial videos that help people learn how to paint, draw, and how to be creative. I illuminate minds and ignite creativity. So if you want to up your skill as an artist, do well to subscribe. You can also watch my past videos. I have tutorial videos that teach basics. I have tutorial videos that teach colors and step by steps on how to paint. I'll see you in my next video.